Good morning. Again, it is such an honor to be here. I'm setting my timers. I keep track. And, sometimes we speak and we kind of lose track of our timing. And it's like, next thing I know, it's an hour into, I'm like, and they're like, okay, go easy on me, okay? So I have to, sometimes I have to script some things out to kind of help keep me on track. But what I realized is that on my way coming in this morning, there was an opportunity for me to really think about this topic that Spirit gave me as compassionate as compass and Spirit as my God. And what came up for me in this moment was, and I've shared this story with those individuals that are here, but the new people that don't know me, this is your first time meeting me. My other service that I do is that I work at a funeral. And and the thing about it is that when that opportunity dropped into my lap, when Spirit guided me in that direction, I never knew why. I was like, really? I was like, okay, Spirit, I'm trusting this. But it has been such a blessing for me. It's been such a humbling experience to be in that space. And yesterday really proved that point for me. There was a person who just lost both of their parents, only child. And he was in the service by himself. And I went to go and talk to him. Because at first I was like, I'll say he'll be okay. But Spirit guided me to go in and have a conversation with him just to connect with him. And with him being an only child, you could see the pain that he was in. And what he shared was that he didn't want to have a big service at this time because he didn't want to have to answer the questions. He didn't want to have to go into any of the stories of this moment. He just wanted to be. And in that moment, it's like I could feel like the compassion, that I had for him during that time, young man. And it just really hit home for me to recognize we're all going through something. This planet, this world we're living in, we're still alive, we're still moving, we're still all going through something. And it may not be, every day is not going to be roses and, it's like, oh, yay. But some days in those moments, we can't make it a yay. Because even when I'm doing services, that there are opportunities that I get to interject some laughter into some of the services but I feel into what's needed in the moment to read into the room. And it's like, when I see people, and Spirit will say, kind of nudge, you ever get that nudge on your shoulder, say, Spirit says, go over there and talk to them. And it's like, oh, well, okay. And then in that moment, it opens up something. That's that place for me of allowing compassion to be my compass and Spirit to be the guide. Because when I listen, Spirit guides me, guides you all. I'm sure if you listen, Spirit will guide you into what it is that you're to do, where you're to be. For those individuals that are here today, Spirit guided you here to be in this place at this moment. And everybody that's here, that you are guided in this moment, this configuration of people will never be the same again. In this right now moment, Spirit collected all of us here, guided us here. And so I'm just offering to allow yourself to think about moments where you could have applied some compassion to a certain situation, even to your own lives. Where could you have applied some compassion? I know for myself, I beat myself up several times on certain things, like, yeah, that was stupid. Why'd you do that? And I realized it's like, oh, okay, let me check myself, because in the moment, we get caught up in that emotion. Where can we come back and bring some compassion to ourselves? Compassion to things that may be happening on our planet right now that doesn't feel good, it doesn't look good. But what I know is that There is that's within us, that God that's within us, that spirit, that source, that creator that's within us, that knows exactly what it's doing. And it's allowing us to open up our eyes, open up our hearts, allow ourselves to step into something that is much greater than anything we could ever imagine. There are, as I was preparing for this, there are a couple of references that I had used and that I've been listening to, and this things just kind of hit me over these past few days. And some of these references you all may have heard of, and some you may not have. So one of the ones that I use is called the I Am Discourse. And the I Am Discourse is taught by the Ascended Master Saint Germain, and it reveals the divine presence within every individual. The I Am Presence. It guides us to align our thoughts, words, and actions with this inner God consciousness, empowering us to manifest spiritual power, inner harmony, and freedom in all areas of our lives. I first learned about this from Dr. Wayne Dyer many years ago. I happened to listen to something and he said that he had gotten this book for all of his children. And I'm like, what is that? And I went to go and check it out, but now you can get almost every book on YouTube. And so I pulled up this and I listened to this. There's like 13 chapters of it. The other book that I'm just recently connected with is by Reverend Dr. David Alexander. He's a CSL minister, Center for Spiritual Living minister. And I just happened to see him on last Saturday, the community I'm a part of. We just had our 80th anniversary. And so we had a big gala and he was one of the speakers. And this book was called Freedom from Discord. And it talks about, he offers practical spiritual tools to transform conflict into harmony. Through prayer, meditation, and conscious alignment with spirit, it teaches how to maintain inner peace and freedom, even amidst the challenges and tensions of everyday life. Ernest Holmes is the founder of the philosophy that I'm a part of, which is Centers for Spiritual Living or Religious Science. And he's the founder of it. And he's taught us that spirit, universal mind, is the source of all life and wisdom. He reminds us that each of us carries the divine within us. It's not something outside of us, it is within us. And when we consciously align with his presence, compassion becomes our compass and spirit becomes our guide. His teachings inspire us to live with courage, love, and creative power, transforming challenges or into opportunities for spiritual growth and service. And just recently, there's an activist who just made her transition, Asada Shakur. And she's been living in Cuba for many years. And as we honor her as an ancestor, she continues to inspire courage, resilience, and justice from the spiritual plane. Her life, activism, and writings embody the pursuit of freedom, love, and solidarity, guiding us to uphold justice and empower communities in her enduring legacy. One of her quotes that she has written, it says, "It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. We must love each other and support each other. We have nothing to lose but our chance." Those places that we feel that have been holding us back. Those individuals we think have been holding us back. We get to break those chains. Compassion is courageous. Compassion is justice. Compassion is action. When we're standing in this place of compassion, it's like we just allow, regardless of what anyone may say. So, because sometimes, how many times say, well, if I go do this, what are the people over here going to say about me? Or what will my community, what will my friends think about me? But when you have compassion for others, and sometimes you have to have compassion for those individuals that may think negatively of, or maybe doing negative things in the world. How do you come from this place of compassion? As I was preparing this talk as well, there's times that I use acronyms, and the acronyms were coming through pretty strongly this time. And so I have a couple that I would like to share. And if so, say later on, I can send it to the team if they want to send it out and put it on their website. But the first one is about compass. Compassion is compass. The C stands for courage to feel and act. O is openness to the divine presence. M is mindfulness in every moment. P is the presence with those who suffer. A, awareness of interconnectedness. S is service to others with love. S, spirit-led guidance in action. That is what that compass is. That's how it moves us. It puts how we show up in the world. In the I Am discourse, there's something that's in there that says the first expression of every individual, everywhere in the universe, either in spoken word, silent thought, or feeling, is I am. Recognizing its own conquering divinity. And when we talk about the I am presence, it's not the I am, the me physical saying I am, but it is. Because we are all God. We are all pieces of God. But it is that I am that is doing the work. That is that I am that goes out and is saying, as we always say that the what is mine. The how is not. I can call forth whatever it is that I want to have take place in my affairs. How it shows up, how it happens, I have no clue sometimes. I think I may know. That's how I landed in a funeral home. I think I may know. But what happens is that little did I know of it, how much when we surrender into that I am presence, when we surrender into that place of allowing spirit to guide us, the spirit will take us on some amazing journeys that we may not have ever thought that we would go. So I have another acronym as well. Actually, I'm going to skip down to this one because, Amy, when I saw the song list for the Rainbow Connection, I'm just like, that is such a beautiful song. And so, of course, I have acronyms for rainbow as well. And rainbow, it's a reference of hope and connection. So the R stands for resilience through struggle. A, awareness of the divine presence. I, inclusivity of all souls. N, nurturing compassion. B, bravery and truth-telling. O, open-hearted action. And W, wisdom guiding our souls. When we think about that Rainbow Connection song, we think Kermit, and it's like, and a lot of times children relate to that. But it's not a child's fantasy. It's a spiritual hymn, if we listen to it. Go back and play it, play it on the radio, pull it up on YouTube or wherever, listen to it. It tells us that there is a promise beyond the storm, a spectrum of color beyond the gray, a unity beyond division. Compassion is the rainbow bridge. Spirit is the connection. And together, we are dreamers and doers of the impossible. Together, we are dreamers and doers of the impossible. When we think about how Spirit is continuing to move us, to guide us, how many times it's like, I used to be in the military, so it's like, so we had compasses that we would use when we're in the field or wherever we go. And I still have my compass as well. It's like, I think I have it packed up somewhere. But if you look at it, it's like, it always points you north, east, south, and west, and all the places in between. When you look at it, it's like, what direction do you want to go in? What's your compass? Is your compass your fear, your doubts, the negative energy? Or is your compass spirit? Are we trusting spirit to guide us, to point us in the right direction? In this moment, we have this opportunity to really just to kind of go within and think about, what is it in your life, in your world, in your affairs right now, that's calling you to be compassionate? Is there something that someone may have said to you, something that's happening on the planet? How can you show up in a more compassionate way? And sometimes we don't have to speak it out loud. We can allow our actions to speak for us. Sometimes I say, when there's a whole lot of conversation that's happening, and I say, words get in the way. Because when we start having too many conversations, it's like we try to talk away the reasoning. We try to talk away what spirit is guiding us to do. But when we sit in what spirit is calling us, a little tap on the shoulder, that driving is like, and it says, make a left turn here, when we have to keep straight. Or sometimes we might be running late for an appointment, and we see somebody that's on the side of the road or sitting somewhere that may be in pain. And spirit guides us over to go and sit with me for a moment. And we think, oh, but I'm going to be late for this. I'm going to listen. Because you never know how that experience is going to unfold. I've seen experiences where it's actually supported the person that went to go and assist them, because they saved their lives. And in return, that person that was assisted did something nice for the person that helped them, unbeknownst to them. So when we allow spirit to be that guide for us, oh my gosh, it's like, watch out. And I know there's spiritual people in this room. I know this. I know that this is not anything new, that we've listened several times, and spirit has guided us on many journeys. Many we think about and say, how did I get through that? How did I manage to get through this illness? How did I manage to find this job? How did I manage to find this home? Whatever it is. Because when we listen, and spirit says, go to this open house. If you're looking for a home, or we're looking for a home, and you go say, well, I don't know, I don't have the money for it. I don't know if this is going to be the right place for me. And you walk into this place, and it's like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. This is so beautiful. I don't know how this is going to work out. I don't know if this ever happened to any of you all or not, but what I know is that, and I've heard some stories from other people, that when we say, Spirit, this is the home that I want, this is what I'm desiring. How this happens, you show me. Make it happen. People have been gifted homes. They've been gifted the money to buy whatever it is that they're wanting to experience. For new cars. There was, I don't know if you all have ever heard of Reverend Mike. And so I listened to some of his recordings and stuff also, and he told the story about this older lady. And her prayer was to spirit. She said, all right, God, I know you got money. I want some of that money. And lo and behold, it's like she went somewhere and she was gifted like $5,000. Just because she was like, that was the connection. She let go of whatever the resistance may have been. but she connected. So when we connect with that spirit within us, allow it to guide us to where it is that what we want to do, what we want to do in the world, how we can make a difference, how we can show up in a place of compassion. Hold on to your seats, because baby, it's going to take off. I've seen it happen. I know this. No matter what the appearance may be, we may be disappointed because we didn't get a position. We didn't get something that we wanted, or a relationship ended. Heck, that may have been the best thing for you. You just never know. So we have to trust. I have to trust. So I'm having this conversation with you all, but trust me, in my mind, I'm already working this through. It's like, okay, Spirit, I'm listening. I got you. Okay. This is how it works when we allow compassion to be our compass and Spirit to guide us. We have this saying, it's like when we do prayer, treat and move your feet. Pray, get out of the way. Because when you pray, when you're praying from that place of knowingness that it's already done, the dam will break open, you can walk right through it. So I just invite you all in this moment to just go, we're going to go into prayer. And I just invite you, if you choose to either close your eyes, just go within. Or you can put your focus on the candle behind me. And just knowing that in this right now moment, you can play, sure. In this right now moment, there is truly only the one life. And that life is God. That life is perfect. That life is my life. That life is the life of each and every one of us here, right now. And how good it is to know that Spirit guides the way to some amazing places, through some amazing challenges that may show up in our world, in our lives, in our awareness. And it allows us to shift from that place of doubt and fear to go into this place of knowingness, knowing that God is in absolute control. Knowing that right here, right now, that as we open up our hearts to put out into the universe whatever the prayer is, that when we speak that prayer, the universe is already saying, yes, I got you. And it may not come back the way that we think that it should. But trust and believe, I know that there is something underneath that is moving, making, clearing away the muck that has been placed before us. When we open up our hearts and allow the healing to happen, you feel it, you know it, it resonates within you. And how good it is to know that God is holding us, supporting us, holding our hand as we move through whatever situations may be coming our way. That in this right now moment, the universe is saying yes. Where in your heart are you allowing yourselves to open up to this place of compassion? Compassion for yourself, compassion for others. Loving yourselves up so much that nothing can hurt you. Knowing that God loves you just as you are. That God within us loves each and every one of us. It created us, so it knows us better than we know ourselves. When we allow ourselves to just lean into the loving arms of God, we rest peacefully. Trust and know that there is that within you that knows you, that's moving you, that's blessing you right here. Knowing that as we continue to move through this day, the next few days, however long we continue to move forward, allow your prayer to be, thank you. Thank you for answered prayers. Thank you for revelations. Thank you for truth revealed. Thank you for me waking up this way. Thank you for being able to move my body. Thank you. This place of absolute gratitude. If there's no other prayer, allow it to be. Thank you. Even if we can't feel it, we don't know what the truth is. We may not know what our prayer is. To say thank you because it's a thought. Listen to your heart. Feel the heartbeat. It's speaking to you now. It's saying, I love you. God is speaking to you now. God is, I am here for you right now. And just knowing that this moment, this time today, is such a blessing. And I just invite you to take that out into the world right now. Wherever you go, see through the lens of compassion and see how that shifts your world. So in this knowingness, I give thanks for this prayer. Knowing that I just release this prayer into the absolute law, knowing that my words cannot return to me void, that it's already gone out to do the prayers that you have sent out, the prayers that I've sent out. The universe is already doing its work. Hold on, because you're going to see it show up. You'll feel it. And just give thanks. So I just thank you for this prayer. And I invite you to join along with me if you choose. But Ashe. Amen. Blessed be. And so it is. So it is.